Oh God, I definitely wanted to do this. Oh, well, it's making me have to do like this, y'all. So I hope it's clear. Hey, y'all. Hey, I hope this notifies some people that I'm going live because I haven't been on here on YouTube in a dang, y'all. What, it's been a month? I hope it let y'all know I'm on here because I know it's been a while, but I was doing some things for my fashion boutique that I started back up. I started it a few years ago, and then I started it back in January, December, November, December, and now I'm starting it back up. So, hey y'all, hey. Y'all leave a comment so I know who y'all are below. I know it's been a while. Um, I have so much to talk to y'all about. So much has happened. And I was gonna come on here when it first happened, but I think I was too sad. Y'all know I'm just an emotional type person and I ain't wanna be on here crying and stuff. So I'm trying to set up my tripod because I've been busy and I'm just trying to get me some tea made right quick. So yeah. I don't know if anybody gonna come in. Well, I see one person in. Hey, y'all make sure. Oh, thank you, Precious. Thank you. I don't know if y'all saw my last video, and I have work from home jobs that been, hey, that's it's so many work from home jobs that's been emailing me, people, and a lot of them from Florida, but I found a lot yesterday. But I've been so busy, y'all, and I promise if I haven't emailed you, I will get back to emailing y'all. I promise, like I promise. So I'm trying to prop it all up in here in the kitchen. I think I might need to put it on this tripod so it'll be higher up. But I gotta talk to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit a like, okay? And y'all let me know if y'all like me to go live. This is my second time really going live on here. I went live, I guess before I got COVID. Actually, it was the Thursday before I got sick on that week. So thank you for the light. So yeah. And y'all share this out. I got some stuff to talk about and people needs to know about this here. Okay? This world is crazy. There's so much going on. Oh my God. Okay, let me get some water here, okay? Y'all excuse the kitchen. I just wanted to jump on here real fast. I got a call to do, a business call. I have so much going on, y'all. Y'all just don't know. I have so much going on, but I'm like so glad that I'm feeling better. I'm having a really good day because I don't know if y'all heard the long haulers COVID, but it definitely causes you. Oh, you're welcome. I definitely it definitely causes people, long haulers, it causes them to still have symptoms even though they test even though they test negative. And I guess I'm gonna have to talk kind of fast because my battery going low because I ain't I've been busy doing stuff on my phone, but I had to come on here and talk to y'all. Let me make this tea real fast, okay? Let me make this tea. Excuse the house child, you know, it is what it is, you know. I've been just trying to make it. Just trying to make it since I ain't working no more. Y'all see the title. Y'all not gonna believe it. So much has been going on. So much. So I'm just gonna get this thing started. Okay, so back, if you don't know, back in June on the 27th I got COVID. Okay, people be asking me, well, why did you even, how do you know you had COVID, why did you even get tested? So I had a phone call that Saturday of the 27th, the 28th, and somebody called me and said, your girls, I have three little ones, they was in summer camp at the time, they was like, your girls might have been exposed to somebody that has tested positive for COVID. And I really wasn't tripping. I was just like, oh, okay. But I was finna go to my girlfriend's house that evening. We was finna, you know, because it's my friend's birthday and stuff. So we was finna chill out and everything. I said, oh, well, you know, such is life. So I didn't go get them tested to that Sunday. I ended up getting tested that Sunday morning. But I went to a different location. And that's when they were still swabbing people's throat. So at any rate, I started feeling horrible. I was feeling bad, honestly, y'all, that Thursday and Wednesday before that, before I even got the call. I just was like, maybe I'm getting a cold or something. But it was like, I was very, very tired, like very, very weak. So anyway, fast forward, you have to watch my COVID videos. And I got a lot of stuff on my Instagram. I'll leave the link below. TheMomNurseFashionista on my Instagram. And I was, you know, we supposed to be sick for 2 weeks, right? You supposed to be sick for 2 weeks. I was on my third week, I actually had went into the hospital, I had to get my daughter to call rescue because I had vomited and I couldn't stop, and I couldn't, like, I woke up out my sleep like that. I was asleep and I was like, something wrong. Count, I come in the room and I'm like, started throwing up and stuff, and it just did not stop. I never threw up that much in my whole life. And so then I had used the bathroom and I like just peed on myself. Like, it was so weird and it was so crazy, and I just couldn't stop throwing up. And so once I got in the shower, I was still throwing up, and then it was kind of more like dry heaving, and then I got real short of breath. Like, you know, we all nurses, are we in the medical field, most of us on this channel. So, you know, I was doing things like to try to calm myself down. And so my daughter, my sister had FaceTime me, and she was like, you so hard-headed, you need to call rescue, because like I couldn't breathe, y'all. Like, for real, I had very bad short of breath. I had actually was about to go to the ER that Wednesday before that, but I didn't. It was so many people in there, and I was like, man, I'm about to go home. And I was horribly feeling bad. Like, I had literally sat down. I was driving, and why was I out? I think that's when we used to like do store pickups or whatever. We was out, and I was like, Kayana, that's my oldest, she's 16. I was like, listen, if something happened to me, this is what you're gonna have to do, and this is what's gonna have to happen. Like, I was giving her the talk, y'all, because I knew something wasn't right with me. And I was like, man, I'm finna just go home and rest. And then that Monday, it got bad. The shortness of breath got horrible. So we had to call rescue. My daughter had to call rescue, and I had to go to the hospital. So they ended up putting me on a COVID monitoring program, right? This was the 3rd week. They tested me, I was still positive for COVID. So don't let them tell you that you only have COVID for 14 days. That's a lie. And my COVID, I kept testing positive. I was sick for 2 months. And I finally got better to the point I was able to go back to work. Well, I didn't know about this brain fog and this mental clarity. It wasn't clear. Forgetfulness. Like, I come in the kitchen, start cooking, and I literally go do something else. And you know, as parents, we always get busy, right? We just get busy doing stuff. And it's like, oh, let me go do this, and you just forget. Like, you forget about the bath water running. But it wasn't like that. Like, I was sitting in my office and I was like, why is it some food cooking? Who cooking food? Like, I completely had forgot. And I'm like, well, now something smell like it's burning. And I goes in here in the kitchen, and like, I had done burned up the whole dang on pot of ground beef. So then I'm pissed off because I was trying to cook ahead for the next day. Anywho, my memory was so bad, y'all. Like, I was driving somewhere I done been going all my life. I'm here from Jacksonville, Florida. I've been going to the same places all my life. I literally forgot how to get there, and I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, oh, okay, you know, I don't know. I just was like, oh, I probably got too much on my mind type deal. And then I get back to work, and my supervisor was like, you could work part-time, because I told him, I was like, you know, I work through a staffing agency, and I was like, you know, I cannot focus, and I cannot remember stuff, but I know I'm ready to go back to work, because I was ready to go back. Plus, I needed some money coming in, even though I had money saved up. Thank God my savings had started going down, and I'm like, I got to get back into work. And so then I need y'all to understand these work from home jobs. Like, I don't know how other ones are, but the one I was doing heaters from January to May, and then my job actually kept me on. They was like, hey, we want to promote you and do this other contract. We got something else going on. We want to put you on this. And I was like, okay, that's what's up. But that particular project, y'all, like, you're nonstop busy. You take your break when you need to get up and go to the bathroom or whatnot, and you need to take your lunch break. But there ain't no chilling and you just, oh, I work from home and I'm about to, you know, no. Like, they know when you're not active on the computer. You have a quota to meet every day. Like, they don't play. So I'm supposed to do like 10 plus medical records. Like, we review the medical records in an hour. We're supposed to do 10 plus. So like, y'all, I was doing 4 an hour. Like, I sit there and I'm trying to read like labs, or I'm trying to read stuff I've been doing for months, like about mammograms and about pap smears. I was making so many mistakes, y'all. Like, one time I had like 25 mistakes. They'll email you your mistakes. I had like a bunch of mistakes, and I didn't even know. I didn't realize it. So they be like, hey, Lorna, you know, you made this mistake. Remember so-and-so? Maybe you need to review everything in the mornings. And that's what I did. They gave me like 2 days to review everything before I started working, when I came back to work for 4 hours a day. Y'all, the 4 hours a day felt like a freaking 12-hour shift. I'm not lying. Like, my mind was scrambled. I would sit there and be trying to read a chart on the computer, and it was crazy. I need y'all to understand, like, this long haulers COVID thing is so freaking real. I have met so many people through social media. Thank God for social media, because people reached out to me and told me about it. I didn't even know what the heck long haulers COVID was. It's when people test positive and then they're negative, but they still had the same symptoms. Like my symptoms, I don't have shortness of breath as much, but I have bad body aches. I'm talking about I could barely walk last weekend. I went to the mall, took my twins. It was their birthday. They wanted to ride the train in the mall. You know, they real simple. They turned 6 and we did a picnic and all this fun stuff like that. And like, I had already had injured my back before I got COVID, but like, it's on a whole nother level far. It's like my walking and stuff. Sometimes, this the first time I done look like this in weeks. I've been just wearing scarves and pajamas every day, literally, because I don't have no energy. The fatigue is stupid crazy. Like, it's stupid crazy. So, like, when you hear people talking about it and stuff, they're not exaggerating. Like, this junk is crazy on a whole nother level. So, anyway, I had already felt like something was kind of weird with my job. You know, I just get vibes like that from people. And we working from home now, but I still get these vibes by people and situations and stuff. And so, the manager and supervisor had called me and we had a meeting that morning, and then they called me and said we're gonna have another meeting, and we did a Zoom, and I'm like, well, okay, whatever. And they called me on the phone. They was like, you know, you were supposed to, I had already been put on the plan before I got COVID, because it was like, you should be doing more than 10. And I'm like, I'm doing like 12. What's the big deal? But you know, whatever. You know, so they called me and they was like, you know, since you've been back from coming back from being sick, you haven't been keeping up with your productivity. It's been very low. And I said, oh, I know. It was like, well, you know, you can't do that because you will put our project at risk, which is true. Like, I can't be making a lot of mistakes and then I put the project at risk. And I'm trying to think how to explain it to y'all, but basically, you know, they get audited, and the people, us who are reviewing these medical records for the members at the insurance company, like, we can't make mistakes when we're auditing our when we're abstracting the medical records, because we'll get deemed as well. So I can understand I may was lagging them and stuff like that, but like, these niggas told me, excuse my language, you know, but it was like, you know, we gotta let you go. They was like, we gotta let you go. Like, they told me we gotta let you go. Like, they told me that was in my job. Like, I have no job. And so they was like, do you have any questions? And I'm like, no, I don't have no questions, because I had already felt it in my soul. You know, I was like, oh, okay, cool beans. Okay. And they was like, are you sure, you know, we're gonna have to do this because, you know, it's a liability? And I'm like, you know, it's cool, like, whatever. I know they're trying to cover themselves and make sure I understand why they doing it, but it was like really effed up. Like, you just gonna let my job go? Like, I got 4 whole kids over here. You just gonna call me in the middle of the day and be like, hey, we gotta let you go? Like, you gonna lose your job? So this crap that I'm saying, what I'm trying to say, y'all, my job is gone. Like, I don't have no job. Like, I ain't had no job for a freaking month. I haven't worked for a freaking month. Like, I haven't had no income since like the 2nd week of September. But I don't know, y'all. After having COVID, after standing in this very kitchen right here, and I could not breathe, and you know, it was a lot of times I had real bad cases of shortness of breath. Like, it felt like something was like somebody's hand was choking me, like, for real. Like, imaginary person was choking me, you know. And so, like, when I had a couple of scares like that, the scare I just mentioned earlier, and I was like, you know, I had to have a real serious talk with my oldest about if something happened to me. Like, I'm talking about something happened to me to the point like I die. Like, I had to have a serious conversation with her about that. I felt like, you know, if God brought me from all of that, like, if he brought me back home to my 4 kids that night, I had to get rushed to the ER. Like, you telling me I ain't got no job no more, it don't matter. You know, I lost all my hair. I don't know if y'all know. Like, I'll put the link to the video I did. I had to cut like all my hair off. Like, it was so bad. It was so baldy. I know y'all, like, I always had thinning right here, but it was real bad. Like, I don't know. You have to go on my Instagram and you'll see the pictures. Like, my hair was thick as hell in July. Actually, in July, after I had went to the hospital, it was like a week after that, after I had left the hospital, I was like, oh, I need to wash my hair, because I had them in these twists and stuff. They were about to lock up. My hair was so effing thick. Like, it was so thick. And I don't really care about the length of my hair. It had got long, but it was thick because I had some other issues some years ago where my hair had started coming out. And so, like, I'm like, dang, my hair thick. I'm showing my daughter. She was like, oh, it sure is. It look good. And then literally in August, I was in the shower washing my hair again. I'm like, dang, my hair was coming out in long strands. I'm like, well, this is weird. That never happened. Like, And then I twisted it up. I flat twisted it, and I went to take the flat twist out, and it was like weird. It was like real thin. I'm like, well, what the hell is this? Like, y'all make sure y'all hit a like when y'all come in here, because I see I have a couple of people. Hey, y'all. Hey. Y'all make sure y'all hit a like. But y'all, this effing listen, this COVID situation, the whole thing has like, thank y'all. The whole thing, it's like turned my life totally different. It made me look at life and look at things totally different. Like, I know people die, as you working in the medical field, and you know this real. We know this happens to people. My kids were sick, y'all. Like, my kids had COVID. And that's all I could think about was, oh my God, people dying and they being in ICU. I ain't gonna be able to be in there with my babies. But they were good. One of my twins tested positive, the other one didn't. I don't know how that happened, but whatever. But everybody ended up having symptoms sometime or another during the 2 months. And one of my twins was sick for a whole week. Like, a whole week. She was sick. She was walking around like me, how I walk around now. Like, she was like, mommy, my hips hurt, my legs hurt. She was trying to run with her sisters, and she was walking, waddling around the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, this COVID crap is crazy. It's crazy as heck. But I'm just here to tell y'all, like, I don't know. Ever since I got sick like that, I just know that my trust and my faith in God is on a whole nother level. Like, it's on a whole nother level. I don't know if y'all saw my last video, couple of videos back, and I was talking about like healing and stuff, spiritually healing from COVID, because like I feel like I'm on a whole different level now, far as my relationship with God. It's way deeper. Them telling me we gonna let you go, I ain't even care about that issue. Like, I cared, but I didn't let it bother me as much. I mean, that day they told me, I was very upset. I was very emotional for a long time, like the whole day. And then like my mama talked to me about some stuff I can do, and then my cousin, and then I'm like, bump this, like I'm a boss. Like, what the heck? I've been a nurse for 9 years. Like, I have so much experience. I have so much experience going on. I'm talking about before I was a nurse, while I was a nurse, I done did so much marketing with people, who I work with. So I feel like, let me walk up here. So I kind of feel like I got this junk. Like, I could go into business for myself. I want y'all to understand that as nurses, like, we already have a license. So you can work for yourself. You could be an independent contractor nurse. You could do all kind of stuff. Anything you specialize, you can make money from that junk. You gotta work. You gotta work for it, and you gotta go out and you gotta market. You gotta know how to market and stuff like that. But you can make some money. Okay. So like right now, what I'm doing, I had already thought of this, because you know how I help y'all with jobs and stuff like that. And when I was sick, I was actually, Lord, my mind used to be going so much, because it wasn't much for me to do but just lay in the bed, seriously. And so I was like, dang, what can I do to like make some money, monetize from what I do? And then somebody came to me with an idea with their school. They have a CNA school, and they was like, hey, can you do this for me? Because we used to teach together at a CNA school. We used to do mock interviews. That was part of the curriculum for the CNA students. And so we had to like do mock interviews and all this stuff like that. And I was like, cool, okay. It's just like, I want you to do coaching for me, like career coaching. And I was like, I do that anyway. We used to do that anyway. She was like, exactly. And I was like, wait a minute, but this is what I just wrote down like in my journal, like I wanted to do, but I was trying to figure out how to monetize from it. And so that's like my new baby. Like, I'm doing a lot of stuff, but like that's my new baby. And I'm taking clients right now. I have a potential client. I'm so excited. And it's like, yes, Lorna. So I don't know if y'all saw on my community tab, like I actually have I had put up, LB's career coaching services. Like, that's what I'm doing. You can even check out I have a new Instagram page on that, business page. And I also will be having a business page for Facebook. But it's like, it's so much, y'all. I'm trying not to cry. Like, I'm not talking about with the job. I know how God been handling me. Like, God been carrying me, paying my bills, been getting paid. I'm not behind. Like, now I do have, like, I need to pay my rent and stuff like that. It's the second of the month, and it'll get paid some kind of way. But like, this is why my granny always stressed to me the importance of saving. Now I understand. Like, this year when I got, we got our little coins and stuff, and you got that little extra money, your little stimula and stuff. Like, I put that stuff up. I didn't touch it. I don't know if y'all know, like, my car was stolen in November last year. I still don't have my car back. It's still getting fixed. But I didn't know if I was going to have to pay out my pocket, because the insurance company dropped me. So once the police found my car after it had been in a drive-by shooting, whatever went on, it was messed up, just messed up. I was like, I'm going to put money up to keep it. So the bank actually ended up taking over it and use their insurance company to pay to get it fixed. So I had money where I could just save, and something was like, even when you move, you need to hold on to your money. I'm so glad I held on to it, because who in the hell would have known I would have been sick with COVID? Not for 1 month, but 2 months, y'all. I was testing positive and having symptoms, and I was sick. It's still like, I don't even care. Like, stuff get done around the house. You know, I tell the kids, hey, mommy don't feel good today. I have to get in the bed. Like, I have to get in the bed, y'all. I ain't never been in no bed since I had these kids. I ain't never know what a nap was till I got sick, till I was sick with this. Hold on, I'm gonna read y'all comments. But hold on, how to but it's like, it's just on a whole nother level. I don't know how to explain it. Like, my memory being better, it's been getting better. Me thinking, my focusing has gotten better. It's awesome time, but it's gotten better. But like, today has been an awesome freaking day. And that's why I was like, I gotta come on here and talk to y'all, because I miss y'all so much. And y'all give me so much encouragement. Y'all are so freaking awesome. Like, y'all are bomb. And y'all keep me going, believe it or not. Even when I was sick and I was reading all y'all people to be messaging me and emailing me, or y'all commented like on my community page where I put the pictures up when I was sick and stuff. And y'all like, y'all comments meant everything to me. It was everything. It helped me keep going, for real. Like, even when I look at my 4 kids and hear them playing and stuff like that, and I'm like, I gotta keep going. Like, I gotta fight, because my kids, I'm all my kids have, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, this whole ordeal has been a mess, but I'm like, come on, you got too much experience. And that's what we got to do. Sometimes you just have to boss up, and you have to figure out what skills you have. Watch my video. I talk about it's so weird, it's so funny. Back in April, I had did a video on side hustles that healthcare workers could do. Who in the heck? And I did that because of the pandemic, and so much was going on. Kids was out of school, and yeah, we are nurse, yeah, we got to work, but at the same time, you got kids. Are you trying to make extra income? And it's like, hey, here goes some side hustles you can do. And who would have known? Like, I would have been giving my own self that I need to live by my own advice, you know. So let me read y'all comments, but I just had to come on here and share this stuff with y'all. I'm like, I couldn't believe it happened. I couldn't believe it happened. And then I was like, okay, God, you're real comical. Because I used to be sitting here like, how am I gonna work? Because this job, I had only been doing 4 hours, y'all. Every week I had increased my hours. So the last week that when they let me go, I think I had been working like 4 or 5 hours. But I clock in by 8 or 9 o'clock. But then I have to pick my kids up from school. If I'm doing an 8-hour day, I do pick my kids up during my lunch break. I got to go back in my office and work and work and work. But like, I have to also help my kids with their homework. And when I get off of work, it's dinner time and bath time in bed. Like, I was trying to figure out how I was going to juggle that with what was going on with me mentally, far as like the brain fog and the fatigue and the weakness. And so I feel like in disguise, you know, God kind of figured that out for me. He helped me out with that, figure that out. I'm reading Naturally See. Hey, Naturally See. Thank you so much. Yes, God would definitely carry me through. And yes, there's a purpose spoken over your life. Thank you so much. And I have always loved to help women. Like, this is how I've been since I was in high school. Me and my friends after high school, we had like a little organization where we'll do different things and stuff. Like, I always had a love for this. This has always been my love. I tell God, I just want, if I could help somebody across this world, you know, because a lot of times we think we're alone. We're not alone in this. We all going through something. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm very transparent. And I'm just, you know, I tell it like it is. This is who I am. And I'm always be this way. And I like, hey, because you need to know, you know. I may can help somebody that's about to be pushed over the edge and they just can't take it no more. And they think they're alone and they can't go on. And then bam, you know, and I share my testimony. And it's like, oh God, I'm not in this alone. I pray for healing inside and outside and mentally as well. I pray for restoration. Oh, thank you so much. Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know God got me. And I know he got us and y'all as well. We just have to, you know, we just have to stay faithful. And if I could talk about anything, when I got sick, my mentor from church, she was like, you already know what I'm going to tell you, to stay faithful. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. And so when they called me that Sunday, So when they called me that Sunday, I need y'all to understand, I wasn't like calm. When they called and told me that my kids, the lady said, I have good news and bad news. I'm like, well, how can you have good news and bad news? She was like, well, two of your kids, and it's not, both of them are not the twins, tested positive, and the other two tested negative. I'm like, what? That is crazy. And I just like cried, y'all. And it was kind of late. It was like 10 o'clock. And I had been feeling bad that Sunday. That's when I got tested as well. My throat was hurting, and I was like, "Dang, that man must have really swallowed my throat hard." I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I'm like, "Dang, my throat's so sore," and I was feeling kind of tired. So then the kids was going to bed late, so they was in the room playing, and usually I make them clean up they spot after dinner. Like the table was a mess. I didn't even care. Like I was in there cleaning up and crying at the same time. Like they didn't know because they was playing in the room, and I was just like, this is too much. This is too much. Like, and I didn't know back then. Like me and one of the twins, we both was having issues with our breathing, and I didn't know, like I was having issues like being trying to breathe, and I was stuffy and stuff like that. But it didn't dawn on me. I didn't know. I was just like, oh, it must be kind of stuffy in the house. So like now I think back to the different symptoms we had, and my symptoms did start off like a cold, like a head cold, or like allergies, like I had some kind of sinus infection. That's what I tell people, just so y'all know. That's how they started off, and it just got worse. And that next day, that Tuesday, I was yeah, that was okay. That was Sunday when they told me, and then that was Monday when I went to work. I worked, and it was like the longest 8 hours I ever worked in my whole life. I was struggling bad. And then that Tuesday, I don't even remember that Tuesday, y'all. I was in the bed. I just remember waking up, telling my daughter, you're going to have to take her over to everything. You're going to have to cook. It's a whole bunch of food. I had went and bought food that Monday. God spoke to me. He was like, hey, on your lunch break, go to Target and go get a bunch of food. I got food for the whole week. And so then they had quit stuff, they could throw in the microwave. And I don't even remember that Tuesday. I slept the entire day. I never slept. I always say that was the best sleep I ever had in my life. I never slept that much. I think I made up for all the years I never had sleep since I had my oldest, since I was 18. I never slept like that in my whole life, y'all. I'm just saying, I try to make light of the situation. That was some good behind sleep. And I lost so much weight, and I done gained all the weight back because now my appetite back, so I'll be eating. But yeah. So I'm so glad I was able to come on here. I hope this encourages somebody, and I'm just making it do what it do, y'all. I'm just making it do what it do. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. So you can follow me on TheMomNurseFashionista on Instagram. And you can follow me on my new business page now on Instagram at at LB Career Services, at LB Career Coaching. Oh God, y'all, my mind. Okay. But just put in LB Career, it should come up. But yeah, so career coaching is what it is. LB Career Coaching. The letter L and then B. But I'm gonna have to go because I think I need to take a nap. But it's this whole thing is crazy, and I just pray for everybody all the time, and I just want people to take this thing serious. And I don't know how I got it. If you're wondering that, I don't know how I got COVID. I just I was wearing my mask, and I wasn't going nowhere. I was working from home. I was going to the chiropractor office. And so this one girl I know that's in her, she was like, you probably got it from there because, they don't really wear gloves and stuff. But they wear masks there. So I was going there in a gas station. And I say that because I remember one time I didn't have on no glove. And I always put on a glove when I go to the gas station because you don't know, I'm not finna sanitize that handle. Like, I'm just going to put on a whole glove. And I didn't wear a glove one time. And I remember when I went to the chiropractor office, I did not have my own pen. And I was so mad at myself because I had to use their pen. And I was going to the grocery store. That's it. So I don't know. I probably didn't get it that way. Who knows? I don't know. But this thing is no joke. And I'm not glad it happened to me, but at least I can educate people that this long haulers COVID is serious and that people need to take it serious. And y'all see y'all. Never mind. Somebody else, y'all president supposed to have this. So, yeah, maybe he'll take it serious. Maybe he'll see it's real and it's not fake. That people is dying and losing their lives. And people are around here depressed and want to commit suicide. And the suicide rates are high. Because I had a week, y'all. Oh, the week when the kids went back to school, August 20th. I didn't have no more symptoms. Everything was good. So from the end of June to like the middle of August is when I had it and I was fine. After they went to school, that's why I sent them to school. They was good. They had no more symptoms. Everything was good with us. I say, wow, God in his timing is freaking amazing because I'm not a homeschooler mom. I love all of y'all who can do that homeschooling. And y'all know I had went back to work. I can't work and homeschool. Homework time is enough for me. That is stressful as hell for me. I can't be trying to do no whole day of schooling. So, when they went back to school, I think it was because I was by myself and everything had slowed down and reality set in. I had broke down, and I had broke down real bad. And then even when I had to start picking them up, I still was feeling bad, like depressed. I don't know. I was just in a crappy mood, but like I got out of that funk because I done had postpartum depression. I ain't about to go back down that road again. But and I have to push through for my girls. Thank God for them. But y'all, I had really broke down because it was like it had really set in, the whole time. Even when I was sick as hell, y'all, I still had to be a mama. That one day I was in the bed and I didn't do nothing for them. But that next day, like I was in the bed a little bit. I even had seasoned the meat in the bed, y'all. So my oldest could put it in the oven. It was crazy, and I went to sleep and I almost got burned. But anyway, who that whole COVID experience was crazy. But yeah, y'all, like I just had broke down. So I think it just really set in. So with all this going on, maybe he'll see that this thing is serious and it's not a joke. Like people, they are affected in so many different ways. This is affecting people. People losing their dang on jobs because they got COVID, because you can't help this. Okay. And oh, Jesus. Everybody don't have a savings and everybody don't have help. And people, everybody don't know God. Everybody not strong. You may know God, but you just may not be strong. And that's one thing I talk about. We're not all strong. And I never knew the effing strength I had, y'all. I never knew the strength I had until I had this junk. Oh, Jesus, even now afterwards, when I'm down and I can't hardly walk around the house, I can't even hardly lift my legs up. Like, the toys be in the floor. I can't lift my leg to walk over it. Like, that's how bad my hips hurt still. Sometimes and my legs hurt. The body aches. Like, so that's strength is a mug. Strength, yeah. I've only been an LPN for 8 months and I've learned so much from you all and other nurses here on YouTube as well. Currently, I am. Oh, dialysis. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome, girl. I went to LPN school with some girls that had did dialysis, and I could not get into dialysis. They wouldn't even like. They was like, no, you're out of school. I'm like, yeah, but I got a year. No, but excuse me, I guess it just wasn't meant for me, but that is awesome. You'll learn so much in dialysis. That is good. And thank you. I'm glad you learned a lot from me. It's so much we can do. Like, it's not like back in the day, like where you could just be a LPN in a nursing home and, that's all you could do. I just be a LPN in home health, peds. Like, you can do so much. You can work so many places. I get people, when I was sick, so many people's calling me and emailing me. I'm like, I can't work. I'm sick. And then I can't work anyway. I got these kids, but we could do so much as LPNs. We could do so much as nurses. Like, this is an awesome freaking field. All the blood, sweat, and tears, all the crying. I know I cried a lot in nursing school. I don't know about y'all. Like, it was crazy, So it was hard for me. I had a lot of stuff going on. Like, I failed and everything, failed RN school. I went to RN school first for like a year. And then I got into LPN school right after that. After they kicked me out, like the next week. My nursing director was like, hey, we got an LPN school that is our sister school. Go up the street and apply. And I'm like, man, what? I ain't really understand it. And I got in immediately. In the next year, I was walking across the stage at my penning. So, and I ain't never looked back since then. And I love it. And I thank God for the journey because he did that. I failed RN school. You have to watch I have a video up on that too, but I failed because of the ATI. I was passing my class, but that dang on ATI kicked my butt. And now I love that. I hated the ATI, but I like the ATI because that's how I passed my boards actually. So I studied with them. But anyway, y'all share this video. I hope it gave you some encouragement and just, help you understand that no matter what get thrown at us, because things will get thrown at us, your day will go perfect and bam, something just come out the blue and happen. But I want y'all to understand, like, hey, you got this. You got it. And you got it. And if you need to talk to me, that's fine. You can email me. If you're interested in my services, my career coaching. So I just don't do like resumes. I can help you with your resume. I know a lot of people ask about them not having HEDIS experience. When you're applying for a HEDIS job, they're not looking at, I mean, it's good if you had HEDIS experience, but they're looking at how much experience you've had as a nurse, actually, because that's what you need to know for HEDIS. And I'll actually go into detail about HEDIS. I'll do another video, do a video on HEDIS, but that's what they're looking at. But if you need my coaching, like you struggling in your career, and it's just not medical, it's any career. It's not just nursing, being a nurse. CNA, it's anything. Like I have somebody reaching out to me to help me get they business up and going, you know, and I have a lot of experience in the business that they want to do. So it's like it's all, I help you do it all, and we could get together and I got you. Like we do one-on-one coaching. Even if you all the way across the world, we can do this thing through Zoom, baby. We can do this thing through FaceTime. So yeah, so it doesn't matter where you are located. If you're in Jacksonville, that's cool, you know, but you don't have to be from here. You can be from wherever. That's the awesome thing with 2020 now, with FaceTime and virtual. So yeah, so um y'all just let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Share this video. Share my channel. And I will see y'all very soon, y'all. Very soon. Bear with me. Very soon. I might have to do lives. It's so much easier. It's very easy. And y'all, I don't have that much storage on my phone. And I've been using my other phone. And so my sister's like, you might just have to wipe your phone clean. But so I don't know. So I'm trying to get me a camera too, so then I can record a lot on my camera and stuff and back it up to my computer. But anyway, but y'all have an awesome day. Be blessed. And remember, no matter your adversities in life, always look good while going through them. All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll leave the link below on my hair, because I do have a few videos on my hair on my other YouTube channel. I haven't told nobody about that YouTube channel yet. But thank you so much, Deborah. Y'all have an awesome day. Bye.